Right guys, we are going to have to kickstart this video off with this delivery that's just came in, only because I have waited months now. Everybody has waited months now on AGF to come back in stock. Now I know that it has been a massive pain for Guy to get everything back through and get everything back up and running, but honestly, this is probably one of the only deliveries I think I've ever been so excited for to come in, because I must admit, coming off of AGF, I've been off it now, I think until I ran out, I've definitely been off for maybe around 2.5 months or something like that. I take in quite a sufficient amount of protein every single day, and I wasn't just wanting to get it all from food, because honestly, like, I'm just not wanting to spend that much money on just getting it all from food. So I was wanting to try and at least maybe get like 50-60 grams at least from whey, and I trialed it, and honestly, coming off of AGF, I noticed a massive difference, like a lack of fullness, energy in the gym. Like I noticed just a lot more flatness about how my body was responding to just a regular whey protein. And honestly, it's why it's made me so buzzing about just getting this package in and AGF coming back in stock. Strawberry shortcake flavour, as you guys know, this was one that I ran for a long period of time, and it is most definitely an absolute belter of a flavour. Custard cream. Now, this is one that I am absolutely buzzing to try on my pancakes. This is what I'm excited to be able to see. Now, with that being said, custard cream is an OG flavour. That is one that came out quite a good while ago now. But again, I think this is just going to hit absolutely different on the pancakes, which I'm super fucking excited for. And we also have a little stock up of the good old Train Smart as well. As you guys know, I've been using this for my focus-based pre-workout. So whenever I'm heading to the gym, maybe it's a little bit later on in the day and I don't want to go crazy high stem on caffeine, I'm going in with Train Smart V2. Now the saviour is back. Now everybody can get back on the very best protein blend that there actually is. Start making a lot more gains and start actually feeling a good bit fucking better. But that's going to kickstart this video, guys. Now we can head to the gym and train some delts. Oh. 20 is enough. I'll take that up. Hey. Hey. How'd you get 20? For shoulders tonight, I would tend to do a bit of chest at the end of shoulders as well, do a bit of side delts at the end of chest, but to be honest, I found myself back to my old ways. I'm pretty much just prioritising one body part in that session now. Maybe do a bit of arms at the end, but we're solely focusing on delts tonight. So side laterals to begin. I've already done around 5 or 6 minutes steps just to get my head in the game more than anything else. 2 sets of 20 reps on the side laterals, so not to complete failure, but hard enough. So I took up to 17.5s for 20 reps, which at the end of the day, it was more than enough to be able to get me super warm and fire my delts up more than ever. Rotator cuffs nice and warm, just creating as much warmth around things like my elbows, my shoulders, just everything to try and make sure that when I get to here, I'm safe. When I get to a machine press, I'm safe. No matter what I do, no matter what I lift, I'm safe.
That is always the goal, and that is something that I could not recommend enough. It's definitely one that I see so much whenever I potentially have somebody that comes to me with a small niggle, or even you just tend to find people not progressing and performing at their absolute maximum potential. And usually it's not down to the strength not being there or the sleep the night before. It's usually down to the actual warm-up, the creating the warmth around the joints prior to the bigger movements. So that is one thing that I could not suggest enough. Whenever you come in, make sure that you are prioritizing getting everything ready, getting everything primed, get them joints ready, get the muscles ready, then move into your bigger movements a lot more safer and supported. And at the end of the day, you'll get more pumped up, you'll perform better. So just always make sure of that. But Smith machine press first. We shall do quite a few warm-ups on here just to make sure I'm ready, and then hopefully take it up between 2.5 or 3 plates. Hey. Okay. I would love to just come in and go 1, 2, 3 plates, but I'm definitely not at that stage just yet of the off season. Give me a few more weeks. The Smith machine is back in action, so give me a few more weeks of running it consistently, then I'll go 1, 2, 3. But for now, especially on the rebuild of it, I've got to just take my time. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, then maybe 3. Oh. Ah! Okay. Yep. Boo! That felt really good. I actually got a very sketchy 5 on that last week. So I know the 6 wasn't perfect just because of elbow positioning, but that felt fucking good to take 6 on there. So I'll probably work it up to maybe an 8 to 10 and then take it up. But for no wrist wraps and just elbow sleeves on, I'm very happy with that. Like, no complaints on that side. Bit of a struggle there to get the hoodie off. Nevertheless, brand new Giant Killer t-shirt, red and black. The official colours aren't red and black, but to me in the mirror right now it's red and black. However, it's the new one, anything from Gas Better Bodies, Kiffy 15. Goal behind the back offset, guys, is just continuous reps. I do not want to be breaking up a back offset, just because right now when I'm still building up strength, there's really no point in breaking up that back off. In my opinion, not until I get to 3 plates for a back off. So for 2.5, I'm just trying to get used to it, even when it starts getting really sore. So that is why I'm trying to just like add a rep every session. I'll probably add it up until I get 12, which realistically speaking will be next session, and then from there maybe 2 plates and a 15, build that one up as well, maybe to 8 to 10, and then 3 will definitely be a back off by that point. I can definitely tell I'm compensating on one side whenever it gets to that 50-50 rep on the last one. Now, I made such a stupid mistake. I wanted on that second last week and it was took. So I jumped on the Cybex pin loaded shoulder press, which is my own fault. I know it's off on one side, and honestly, because I took it up to the stack, which is very light, but I was warming up to then get on this, I can definitely tell that that one side has just got like a flicker and that I'm now feeling it already on something like this. So I'm gonna give it just a couple of weeks of probably pulling away from this. Absolutely never entertaining that again. And I'll probably just stick on something like a Smith for all my high incline pressing. I'm not going to entertain any 50-50 reps because I do not want to get back into the position where I'm compensating on one side just to try and get one more rep locked out. Because at the end of the day, it'll build up fatigue, it'll break down the joints, and it's good for the mind, but it does fuck all for the muscles, so I need to be safe. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Only for the people that's new about here. HR Labs, Hydro EA, Carb Up, and Level Up V2. The best, don't care what anybody says, the best inter workout any man or woman could ask for. Isn't that right? Yep. Kiffy 15. Aye! Oh! Jesus.
I really need to stop saying Jesus. Come on then. Ah!
Ooh! Hey! 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 Ah! Ooh! Dee! Bah! Oh, mate. Hey. Just a quick little tip. When you are using the majority of pin-loaded pieces of equipment or plate-loaded pieces of equipment, to be honest, the majority of Atlantis stuff I found this on, I'm totally unsure if it goes for every single piece, but the majority of Atlantis stuff, you will see that when you begin, it doesn't start from here. You need to almost do the exact same as what you would do on a deadlift bar. Release the slack, right? Look at that. That full give is so easy to put you off for your first initial rep and create so much hardness through that first rep, taking off so much energy that you will need for that working set. So always think, no matter whether you're on a plate loaded piece or a pin loaded piece just like this, think about releasing that slack, getting that tension straight away, and from there, that is when you then start your set. Because if you think about it, if you're here and you go like that, you're immediately going to take that hit, you're going to ultimately get hit by that whip, and it's going to make that first initial rep so much harder, which is probably going to take off a couple of reps of your set. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to make sure you're getting fucking everything out of each and every single set that you have got on your program. So remember, always release the slack. Hey. 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 Oh. Oof. 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 Hey. Oh. 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 Hup. Oh. Up. Okay. Shit. Oh. Jesus, man. My rear delts are on fire. Oh. Farah has just asked me to tell the viewers something about rear delts. So something that I've said a million times before, and something I'll say again. Stop overshooting your rear delt work. And by this, you probably think I'm not even overshooting my rear delt work, but I can almost guarantee you are. Something so small. You could literally lift 5 kilograms too much, and you will just be working your traps, you will just be working your upper back, and your rear delts will not come into play whatsoever. Maybe if you're lucky, 0.5%. So on something like rear delt work, ensure the main priority, the main focus is actually on the feel of your rear delts. Make sure you're actually targeting them. Because on something like this, it's very easy to even get the seat positioning wrong to the part of where you are literally just working your upper back, or you're finding that the second that you go to contract your rear delts, your traps just come up. And if they just come up, then you're not targeting anything but them. So think about rear delt work being, I hate using the word isolated, but isolated. That you only use a certain weight that might be nowhere near where your working weight is now, but it's that weight that you should use that will actually allow you to target your rear delts, which on something like a reverse pec deck, on something like any rear delt movement, should be the only fucking goal. Oh. Okay. Hey, that is a wrap for tonight's delt session. Thought we would come out with a bit of a more so professional outro to the video rather than just get off of a set, be extremely out of breath, and then everybody claim that I'm taking some sort of steroid, and that's the reason that I'm like really out of breath, and it's nothing to do with my set. So as you can see, I'm very calm, and we're going to outro the video here. So a very successful delt session in the bag tonight. More than happy with that one. Sides, fronts from pressing anyway, and rears. Rears, I go between putting them into my back sessions or my delt sessions. I kind of just vary that by the week, so I don't really have like a specific program that has them in shoulders or has them in back. I will literally just add them in by how I feel. I trained deadlifts and back yesterday for the MBW site, never done any rear delt work. So that is why tonight we prioritised it at the back end by doing reverse pec deck and a rear delt row on the cable machine. But if you guys have any questions, anything you would like to know more about, anything you would like to see on the channel, potentially a session, depending on what you would like to see, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. Let me know, because I would love to bring to you guys what you want to see. Or of course answer any questions that you guys have. But if you can, please don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch up with you all in the next video.